Tim Saunders with Steve Coates at Nationwide Arena in Columbus, where the Flyers take on the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight. Our game day preview is brought to you by Powerback Rehabilitation. It's the third of a four-game road trip for the Flyers. They're meeting the Columbus Blue Jackets for the fourth time this season, and they're trying to keep their season-long seven-game point streak going. They fell to the Montreal Canadiens the other night, 2-1 in overtime. Real good effort, though, Coatsy, for the Flyers, even though it ended in disappointment.
I tell you what, they sacrificed their bodies the other night against the Montreal Canadiens. Oh, yeah, they got outplayed in the latter part of the hockey game. Ray Emery was very good. But when you see bodies flying all over the place, blocking shots, taking the body, doing the things that makes you look like, you know what, we really care, we really want this. And that's a sign that this hockey club does feel that they have an opportunity to move forward. And, oh, yeah, the numbers tell you that it doesn't look very promising, but still, they haven't given up. And, boy, I saw that the other night against the Montreal Canadiens.
Well, they were outshot in that game 41-24. Ray Emery was outstanding, making 39 saves, and you mentioned he got a lot of help with 25 blocked shots. The Flyers are playing a desperate game right now.
They really are. And if you'd watch just that one penalty kill in the third period where everybody was involved in blocking shots, I mean, Bellemare and Vandevelde have really played a huge part in this penalty killing becoming a better situation for the Philadelphia Flyers. We don't see a lot of those east-west passes that were killing them earlier in the year, and so all those things seem to be coming, maybe a little bit too late, but at the same time, it's really a lot of fun to watch.
All right, with points in 7 in a row, they're now 8 points back of Boston for the last wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. Still going to be an uphill climb, but boy, this is going to be a very important next week coming up. They've got 2 games against Columbus, 2 games against Buffalo, clubs behind them in the standings. They can't get caught up worrying about who they're playing. They just got to take care of business.
Take a look at the anticipation of what can happen in the next 2 weeks. You just mentioned Buffalo twice, Columbus twice. And then if you take a look at the Boston Bruins schedule, they have Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, St. Louis, and Chicago all in a row on the road. So if the combination of, let's say, okay, Boston doesn't have a good road trip, and the Flyers take advantage of those games you talked about, things could get kind of interesting.
Only one change to the Flyer lineup expected tonight. Luke Schen's going to be back in the lineup, or at least is expected to be back after missing the Montreal game with an upper body injury. Braden Coburn and Michael Raffl still out, but are both getting close. Maybe Sunday in Buffalo. Columbus Blue Jackets tonight come in as the 14th ranked team in the Eastern Conference. They're 14 points out of a playoff spot, and Coatsy, they've had their season hijacked by injuries. A season high 332 man games lost.
This was a team that went to the playoffs. Oh, yeah, they got beaten by the Pittsburgh Penguins last year, but everybody had high expectations for the Columbus Blue Jackets this year. They got a nice young hockey club, and they got one of the better goalies in the league in Sergei Bobrovsky, but it all kind of just went all down the hill when they had these problems with injuries, and it's been everywhere, defense, forward. Right now, Bobrovsky with a pulled groin again, so it's just been endless for them, but still a team that's very dangerous, so you got to come ready to play.
They're led by Ryan Johansson and Nick Foligno, a couple of All-Stars that were here in Columbus for the All-Star game a couple of weeks ago. Johansson's really taken his game to the next level, hasn't he?
You know, I get mad when I see these guys hold out for more money at the beginning of the year, because especially for Johansson, he's already played a couple of years, but still you're saying, okay, why do you deserve that kind of money at a young age like that? But he's proving to me now that he is that good. When you watch him play, what he can do at both ends of the ice, he really is a kind of a magician with that puck. So as a result, yeah, I probably changed my mind a little bit on it, but still, this is the guy that they've built this hockey club around. Ryan Johansson is the future of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Scotty Hartnell's also going to be recognized tonight by both clubs for having played his 1,000th NHL game on Monday, and nice that the Flyers are in town for that.
I think it's kind of ironic that the Flyers are here, and I think it's kind of appropriate when you think that the majority of the games that he did play in the National Hockey League were with the Philadelphia Flyers, so I think it's pretty good.
All right, the Columbus Blue Jackets not expecting much in the way of lineup changes. James Wisniewski, the defenseman, could come in. He missed their last game on Monday. We mentioned all their injuries. They have as many as 8 regulars out of the lineup right now, including Sergei Bobrovsky. Curtis McElhaney will make his 4th start in a row in goal against Ray Emery. Game time tonight is at 7 o'clock. It's on Comcast Sportsnet, or you can join us on the radio. Tim Saunders with Steve Coates on 97.5 The Fanatic. Our game day preview brought to you by Powerback Rehabilitation. For more information, visit powerbackrehabilitation.com.